All right, y'all. Welcome to the Spit or Swallow beer review. I am Shag Dog, and this isn't an Oktoberfest beer this time, but I got the music going. This is our Falltoberfest, and this is a pumpkin beer, and this one's called Gordgeous by This is by NoDa Brewing Company out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Gordgeous, both sides of the can. That one just says Gordgeous with a big pumpkin. And that one has a gorgeous lady on a bike. Gourd. Get it? Gourd. Pumpkin. Gordgeous. Alrighty. Old school bike. Looks like it's in the 50s. Maybe 50s girl mixed with the current times with that cleavage showing. And I don't know. Anyhow, this one gets a 88 by Beer Advocate. It's NoDa Brewing Company. It's a pumpkin beer, 6.4% ABV. The beer company is called NoDa, N, lowercase o, capital D, A, all four letters together. NoDa. But they're on North Davis Street or something like that, Charlotte, North Carolina. NoDa, N-O for North, D-A for Davis. NoDa. Duh. NoDa. All right, that's pretty funny. NoDa. Anyhow, let's give this one a whirl. I'm not a big pumpkin beer fan. I don't know about you. There's only been a few pumpkin beers I like, and there are ones that actually taste like a pumpkin pie. Like it tastes like pumpkin, not too much spice. Pumpkin pie with whipped cream. Most of the pumpkin beers I do, they taste more like spice beers. A lot of spice, a little bit of pumpkin, especially a lot of allspice. Cinnamon I can handle. Allspice, it does have a nice rusty color or whatever. Oh, that almost went over. Look at that, a lot of head. Give it a big pour, big head Todd and the Monsters. That's one of Jammer's favorite bands. I don't care too much for them. With that type of music, I don't even know if they're similar but the Gin Blossoms. I prefer to listen to the Gin Blossoms or Seven Mary 3 on that band. And I'm not talking about American Standard Seven Mary 3. I'm talking about Orange Ave, the Rock Crown, yeah, all of Seven Mary 3, with a kind of more folky rock on their later albums compared to American Standard, which was more of a grunge rock, yeah. All right, well, look at that. Nice head on it still. Three-finger head. A nice dark orange. I don't know what the hell that sound is, but anyhow. Yeah, looks good. It's dark. Definitely has almost a raw pumpkin smell, actually. You don't get too many pumpkin beers that smell of raw pumpkin. Raw pumpkin, a little bit of spice. I'm not picking up a lot of allspice. Mostly a little cinnamon. Mostly cinnamon. There might be a little allspice in there, but I'm not picking it up too well. And usually I can pick that up pretty good. I think it's mostly cinnamon. This is going to be a good beer if it's just pumpkin and cinnamon. I'm not big on pumpkin this time of year. Pumpkin coffee and pumpkin this and pumpkin that. Don't even like pumpkin pie too much throughout the year per se. Maybe on Thanksgiving. I like pumpkin pie. And pumpkin pie is probably my top 5 pies, but it's definitely not in my top 4, yeah. Let's give it a whirl. All right, we're going to taste this. It smells all right, so I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping it's one of those pumpkin beers that's pretty damn good. Should have probably bought 2 of these. I don't know if Jammer could get these down in Florida, so I should have bought 2, and I could have took them one when I visit, hopefully in December. See if I can fit the rest of that beer in there. Almost. Not quite. This is I'm not sure what size can this is. A 16-ounce can. It's a 6.4%. pumpkin beer, so that's strong for pumpkin, but I'd say about average, about 5.2 to 6.5, most pumpkin beers. Yeah, let's do it. It does have a raw pumpkin taste, so that's kind of weird. Now there is a little allspice in there, but it's not overwhelming like most of the pumpkin beers I have. I don't like allspice. It's in there. Matter of fact, the lingering taste is pretty much allspice. But the initial taste is pretty good with pumpkin, cinnamon, a little bit of allspice, but the allspice is the main thing that's still lingering. I hate allspice. But it's way better than the last couple pumpkin. I did like 2 or 3 pumpkin beers so far during the Falltoberfest extravaganza, especial. And this is the best one I think I've had so far. I've had a couple beers by these guys, NoDa. I like NoDa Brewing Company. If you probably can't get them in your area. They're out in North Carolina, Charlotte. But if you're in North Carolina, South Carolina, maybe Georgia, if you can find some of their beer is pretty good. I had a couple. I wouldn't say they're most excellent, but pretty good. Let's see what other beers I did by them. Coco Loco Porter, pretty good one. I remember that one. Jam Session Pale Ale by NoDa Brewing Company. That was pretty good pale ale. And that's it. Just 2 of them. This is my 3rd beer by them. Pretty good, actually. So it's all 3 beers. I mean, not the greatest beers ever, but pretty damn good. I usually do 3 beers by a company. You can tell whether that's a pretty good brewing company or they're hit or miss, or you know what I'm saying, depending on what style of beer. Some beer companies, they are pretty good with these certain styles of beer, but these other style of beers, they suck, you know. And then these other companies are pretty average or above average with all their different beer styles. And then you'll have 2 other different companies which are excellent in every damn beer style they do, or they suck at every beer style they do. There you go. There's your 4 different brewing companies. Most times we get the ones that are hit or miss. Occasionally you get the ones that are average or sub or above average. You rarely get the ones that are superb on every damn beer they do. But so far, these guys are not superb, but they're close. I get a couple more beers by them. They might go to the superb status, according to Shag Dog. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so what am I going to give this? Yeah, let's give it one more try. Not a bad beer. I like it. Not a bad pumpkin beer. Yeah. So you know the deal. Pretty good beer. I might do some karaoke after this one. Of course, I suck, really. I'm not that good. Matter of fact, I'm not good at all. Yeah, I'm better than the average bear, I guess. Or I might be the average bear. Anyhow, if you like this video, go to YouTube, subscribe to our channel. It's called The Spit or Swallow Beer Review. We used to be one of the top beer reviewers on YouTube. Of course, the year of 2020 with the COVID crap, our channel went downhill. We started doing a lot more live stuff because me and Jam were staying away from each other. Oh, we don't want to catch COVID from each other. Doing split screen, StreamYard stuff. Channel started going downhill. We did still have 7,000 subscribers, and we're still getting around 100 views per video. But then something happened in July 2020, and YouTube canceled our channel. And they don't give you a reason why. They say you violated this, and you could write a petition and what you, whatever. We didn't do this, but you got to like figure out what you did yourself. God, we uploaded like 10 videos that week. What did we do? And now they're gone, so we can't even look through the videos unless we saved them to see what happened. But anyhow, we lost our original channel, so I had to create a new one, which kind of sucks because Jammer got lackadaisio. He handled all the editing and all that kind of stuff from 2011. Well, I did a little bit when we first started, we used flip cameras when we first started, but and then he took over. He had a regular camera, started videoing the beer reviews, editing, uploading, and all I had to do was stage setup and historical information, stuff like that. And he had the perfect job where he could do stuff at work. But then he switched from that job to a very big corporate job, and then the beer reviews started going downhill at that point. We were still hanging by a thread on it, still getting subscribers and views. But Jammer wasn't doing as good as his job as he was before because now he's working 12-hour shifts, stuff like that. Yeah. And then I took over and I suck at editing, and plus Jammer don't do as much beer reviews even when I was in Florida as he used to. So I'm trying to hold this all together by myself pretty much. I mean, if you look through our most recent videos, you'll see that Jammer hasn't done a beer review since the beginning of August, like August 2nd. So it's been almost 2 months. And how many beer reviews have I done since he's joined? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is my 13th beer review in 2 months, which averaging about one a week, a little bit over one a week, 1.1, 1.2. But that's okay. I'm trying to hold it together. And really good beer reviews. This Falltoberfest so far has only been me. I got how many videos of Falltoberfest? 8. This is my 12th beer review of Falltoberfest for the past 2 weeks. And doing pretty good. I did a couple South Carolina beers. I did a Westbrook, which is North Carolina. A couple of North Carolina, South Carolina, Southern Tier, New York. Sam Adams, of course, Oktoberfest. Autumn Blaze, that's Southern Tier also, New York. Hofbrau, German. Harvest, another by Southern Tier, New York. Clawhammer, North Carolina. Devil's Backbone, Earler, Virginia. Left Hand Brewing, which is Colorado. And this one, this gorgeous puppy here, which is North Carolina also. So North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, New York, and Colorado. Now, if I can get beers from every state, that'd be great. But I tell you what, I've offered people on Facebook, hey, you want to join me for a beer review? Let me know. Nobody offers. P. Diddy, my brother, he could barely get on. And he's pretty much could only do beer reviews on a Friday night. Every other Friday, and I work Friday, so that won't happen. My other brother, Eric, I haven't really chatted with him in a few years. A couple of times I sent him some messages. Barely got a response. I don't think he wants to do beer reviews. Nobody wants to do beer reviews. It's a damn fun thing to do. Anybody wants to join me for a beer review, just let me know. It could even be a Budweiser. Something we both find. If you're in New York, Pennsylvania, Alaska, let me know a regular old beer you find. We'll do a beer review. StreamYard it. I'll send you the link. Bam. First of all, a beer review. I went on a major beer trip like 2 weeks ago. Got 26 beers, mostly Oktoberfest. Out of 26 beers, I think 4 or 5 non-Oktoberfest or pumpkin, about 12 Oktoberfest, and about 10 pumpkins. So we're trying to rock it until the end of October. Yeah, I'm trying to refrain from doing the pumpkins until October because I feel like, well, Oktoberfest is the last week of September, rolling into the first week of October. That's Oktoberfest right there. It's a festival for the upcoming October, and it changes every year. I'm not sure. It goes with some type of Gothic calendar or some type of moon calendar, some shit. Maybe a fall, not the winter solstice, but is there a fall solstice? I don't know. Anyhow, it changes every year, but it's the last week of September, Oktoberfest, going into the first week of October. It's like 10 days, 11 days, something like that. So I'm trying to drink all the Oktoberfest beers first, mostly. And then in October, I'll get into the pumpkin beers. I got like 2 or 3 or 4 beers that are non-October, not even a fall seasonal beer, but they're kind of like scary, monstrous type beers. Not really monstrous, but somewhat monstrous, I guess. Good enough for Halloween, I guess. But so I'm trying to save those for October. I only did this pumpkin beer here, Gordgeous, because I figure, well, I don't think Jammer would find this one. He's still going to try to find some beer with his hurricane business going on. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to go shopping for beers in the next couple of weeks. So hopefully everything's all right down there, though. I've been through a couple of hurricanes in Florida, but everybody taught in that Tampa area. I got friends on Facebook. You know who you are. They're always proud and arrogant about, oh, you Northerners. This isn't every year. This isn't a real hurricane. We've been through hurricanes. This is nothing. Well, you haven't really been through nothing because the last time a big one hit freaking directly Tampa area was 1921. And Tampa was 11 feet underwater on that one. And this one looks like it might go more south. So Tampa might get lucky again, not take a direct hit. Yeah, but one of these days, Tampa's going to take a direct hit right up into Hillsborough, straight into Pasco County, where all these people talk smack all the time, like they are hardcore and survived these little, barely a Category 1 hurricane like Francis and Irma. Those things weren't nothing. You're right. They weren't nothing. But wait till you get a Category 3 or 4. And then you'd be crying your eyeballs out. I hate arrogant people that talk about they've been through it. You haven't been through shit. You've been through some tropical storms and barely Category 1s, hurricanes. And I went through a lot of them. Francis, Gene. Charlie wasn't really nothing at all because Charlie went up through Punta Gorda in the Z Hills area. I was at work. Man, it was a steady wind of like 20, 30 miles an hour. Sustained winds where we were because it went up through Punta Gorda and went up towards Lakeland, Orlando. So we caught the west side of it, basically. That was nothing. I think Irma, Francis, and Gene were probably the worst. When I lived there, 24 years I lived there. Those 3 were the worst. And actually, between Charlie, Francis, Gene, and Ivan, 2004, I said, man, if we ever have a year like that in Florida again, I'm leaving. And luckily, I left before that even ever happened again. I'm in South Carolina now. Of course, we might get a lot of rain from this one if it comes up the previous projected path. The path might have changed by now. I'm not sure, but it's kind of interesting because Tampa Bay was kind of dead center on the projected path. And all the way up to here in North Augusta, South Carolina, Augusta, Georgia area, we were like center. So I was like, oh, isn't that great? My former town, center in the path, and which is northeast of Tampa. And I'm still centered in the path up here. Isn't it ironic, don't you think? For a pumpkin beer, not too bad, actually. I'm going to give it a B plus, a swallow and a half. There you go. Shag Dog Spirit Swallow Beer Review. We'll see you on the next one. I am done for today. Maybe I get Jammer back on here in a week or two. We'll see what happens. Big shock. Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. Anyhow, Spirit Swallow Beer Review. If you can find a NoDa beer, especially this one, NoDa. I don't know if you can see the right there. NoDa, NoDa Brewing. Pretty good beers. 3 or 4 I've had by them so far. Pretty good. Check them out. I'm going to try to get some of these to Jammer when I visit Florida. We'll see you on the next one. Shag Dog Spirit Swallow Beer Review. Excuse me. All right, y'all. Take it easy.